a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today, first of all, happy Halloween. And we're going to do some Halloween, inspired makeup vibes. I did not, get a costume. So we're just going to do like some cute cat eye makeup, which is easy. You could do it, if you didn't get you a costume. You could even make your hair into like little ears with some hairpins and put on a cat suit or wear all black, or you could be a witch. You could do whatever it is that you want to do with the things that you got in your closet. So we're gonna give us like a cheetah, eye look with like a cute little button nose, some whiskers. That's what we're gonna do today. But how are you guys? You getting ready for your date and you dress like a cat? Yes, cool, Parker girl. That's what we about to do. It's giving cat vibes, okay? How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear and see me. Hold up. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear and see me. Hi, Ed. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Unique. What's up, Hera? Hey, Brittany. What stick is that? Oh, this is Black Opal True Color in the color Beautiful Bronze. This is like my perfect match. Black Opal, holla at your girl. We going to have them endorsements. Some big endorsements is going to be popping sooner than later, child. I can feel it. Everybody up in here, double tap the screen. Hey, God's anointed. Do me a favor. One of my love bugs, can you put my Cash App? It's $ Love Jones TV so that I could pin it. How are you guys? So, in light of all of the things that's going on with Megan Thee Stallion, which we are absolutely going to come back and do an official Hot Topic show and like break it down, like talk about it, show the clips, because she recently, hey Pisces, she recently released a documentary on Prime. So we're going to use the Eye Method brow pen to do my brows. She released, it on Prime, and you got to put it together, boo. Thank you, Unique, but it's one word, no spaces. So $ Love Jones TV without a space. But thank you, boo. Can you shout me out? Hey, Shireen. Hey, Jocelyn. So Meg Thee Stallion is a hoe. She was a hoe. She was a 304. She was presenting as a whore, right? And this does not take away from the fact that somebody did pow her. This does not take away from the fact that she has been a victim. Your hair is crazy. Okay, let me block you. I don't have time for this. Thank you, Unique. All right, let me pin that. So this does not take away from the fact that she did, have some bullet fragments in her foot. Meg ain't no hoe. She was a hoe. And she said it. She said, I like to fuck. And she admitted that she screwed Tory a few times. She was like, oh, but people judge me so much. That's why I lied to Gayle King. I'm drinking some liquid chlorophyll. Y'all already know how we do it over here. It's either that or the Super Greens by Kiala that I love so much, which I had earlier. So now I'm having another beverage, and it is liquid chlorophyll. Her body count only 3. No, it's not. Like, first of all, I'm not about to go back and forth with you because I don't even know who you are. You're faceless and caseless. So, like I said, I'm gonna use the singular tip strip right now. I don't think that made sense, but it made sense in my head before I said it out loud. So I personally feel like if you are not a hoe, you can't be friends with hoes. You cannot be friends with 304s if you're not a 304. And this is something that I've had to learn the hard way because I kept befriending 304s when I'm not really a 304. I look like a 304, but in real life, I'm not a screwy type of woman. I don't like for to just let anybody up in my body. That's another reason why I have a hard time letting go of people that I did allow to get close to me and to be intimate with me in a certain type of way, because I don't just do that with any and everybody. I just don't. A 304 is a hoe. A 304 is a whore. A 304 is somebody that's, more free with their body, that's okay with sleeping around, that doesn't really see, sex as like the spiritual covenant that it is. They don't really They don't care about a body count. You know, they just out here screwing any and everybody. Thank you. They just so now I'm gonna do the double-sided tip for the outer. I want to show y'all. The hair like strokes, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing, child. So, and I don't know where my handheld mirror is. I don't see it. I've been looking for it, but I can't find it. It's probably in one of these bins, but like very deep. So, everybody up in here, make sure you hit the like button and double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. So that's what a 304 is. It's somebody that just is okay, you know, being more free with their body, right? And I'm really not like that. Like I said, I look like I'm like that, but I'm really not in real life. I don't like to sleep around. I'm really not into just letting a whole bunch of guys screw me. Like there's some women that will just go on vacations and you know, they do the sex with the locals. They go wherever they go, they just willing to give out some coochie. I'm not like that. I feel like, you know, it's too good. I'm too anointed. I'm not about to just be giving anybody access to my body like that, you know? And a lot of these days, people do not be liking to use protection. So I'm definitely not about to be out here screwing, you know, that's not safe. One. And two, it's not just about a STI, you know, it's also about spiritually transmitted things, you know, like you take on a lot of different spirits and stuff when you sleeping with random people. So, you know, even though they get up here and they call me a 304, I do not promote whole culture. I do not promote promiscuity. I'm not about that. I don't think that women should just be out here giving any and everybody access to their bodies. I feel like that's nasty and I think it's trash. And I feel like that also is a testament to how you feel about yourself. You dress like a 304. I know. I just said that. I look like one, but I'm not. And what is being dressed like a 304? Because I have a cleavage shirt, I guess, if you say so. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. Everybody has their own perception. I wear what I want. Honestly, I would not have on any clothes. If I was not on here, I wouldn't have any clothes on because that's just naturally how I feel comfortable. I don't like to have clothes on. So clearly, being a little scantily clad by you all standards, that's my ministry because this is who I really am. I'm not about to sit up here and pretend like I don't know how I dress. She for the streets, your mother's for the streets. You're so pretty. You're pretty. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you. Can you cover up your body? My body is covered. You can't see my you can't see anything. My body is covered. If you're offended, then click off. So like I said, you know, I don't personally subscribe to hey Lasia. Thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. We're almost at 29K. So I need everybody in here to subscribe to the channel so we could get to 29K. The goal was to be at 30K by Halloween, but we are only 1K short. So I feel it in my bones. Within the next couple weeks, we could be at 30K easily, probably even before that. Yeah, do you have kids? I don't have kids, but that's not what we're talking about right now. So, like I said, if you are not a whore, if you don't just, you know, give any and everybody access to your body, then I don't think that you should hang out with women that are like that. A lot of women that are promiscuous and that are 304s, they typically they're male centered. They're male centered. They have a low self esteem. You know, they don't really love themselves that much. They don't have a high regard for themselves, especially if they're just doing it and it's not for money and they really just like that. They don't have a high regard for their bodies. They don't have a high regard for their vessel. They don't look at themselves as like their body being a temple, you know? And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I ever slept with a guy on the first night? Yes, I have. But he didn't leave. It's not like I've ever, you know, been going around having one night stands. I don't think I've ever really truly had a one night stand. Like they always want to come back because it's good. They like it. And typically they like me. But do I do that all the time? Absolutely not. Is that something I've done often? Absolutely fucking not. And you know, when you are women, when you're a woman and you're friends with a 304, chances are she will sleep with your man. She will sleep with your husband. She will sleep with a man that you used to sleep with. She will sleep with a man that you're interested in. She will sleep with a man that, has shown interest in you. Anything to get chose by a man and anything to feel closer to source because they don't have no internal power. When you know that you're powerful and you have internal power, you understand that you cannot give your vessel out to everybody. You know that you can't do that because first of all it's not safe for you because you are powerful, and if you are powerful in the way that I am and if you're a magnet in the way that I am, magnetism works both ways. So I'm more prone to take on somebody else's energy than the average woman because of how spiritually inclined I am and because of my heightened magnetism. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be with somebody, you shut up, bitch. I'll be with somebody and he could be crazy, and then all of a sudden I'm crazy and crashing out, and that's not my usual temperament, and especially if alcohol is involved. Child, if alcohol is involved, oh my God, it's crazy. It be on 10,000, but that don't be my energy. It be a mixture of my energy and whoever's energy I'm dealing with. So if I'm dealing with a nigga that's a psychopath, chances are I'm gonna act a little psychotic. If I'm dealing with somebody with a softer, calmer temperament, then I'm gonna take on more characteristics like that. And we don't really understand how us as women, we are the receivers. Our womb is like, it's a portal. So it things go in and things go out, and we have to really be aware of that because sleeping around with everybody, you're taking on so many different types of energy. Look at these eyebrows. The eyebrow is giving fleeky realness. Don't hate, congratulate. And then, I put a little bit of setting powder on them to hold them in place. Um, so like I said, like this is not me shaming anybody. If a woman is a whore and she a hoe, that's her business. But I'm gonna tell you why I would advise against it, and why I've had to learn time and time again that I can't be friends with whores, And I've tried. I have been friends with hoes a lot. I've been friends with a couple hoes, and I see how they operate. I see how they move, and they're very snaky. And every time it's been an instance where they would sleep with a man that I was dealing with or talking to, or they'll sleep with a man that I brought around. They want to try to sleep with my brother. They want to try to sleep with my father. Anything just to get closer to me and anything just to feel more valid in their womanhood, because like I said, whores don't have um they don't have internal power. That's why they don't feel good about themselves. They feel empty. They have a big voids in their lives. Where did I get this? This is a Starbucks straw. This is from Starbucks. Y'all are really tripping out over this shirt. I thought it was cute for Halloween. Like, what? So what? So I'm using the Culture 2 palette. Like I said, we're gonna do us, a little cat eye tease, which is easy. If you didn't go out and buy a whole costume and you about to go out for Halloween and you want to do something easy, that's what we're about to do right now. So the base for this is going to be gold. So I'm gonna use Rivers. We're gonna use Rivers. Um, That top is cute. Thank you. Yeah, they be going. They act like they ain't never seen nobody with a damn shirt before. It's mad cute, and it goes like around. But thank you. Is my costume Meg the Stallion? That's cute, but no. So like I said, oh, I love this. This is so pretty. Look how bright that gold is, and it has like orange undertones. Y'all see that? That is so pretty, and this one is called Rivers. Oh, it's so perfect. Everybody up in here, double tap the screen and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. So, speaking of Meg Thee Stallion, I was about to get into some of my own tea, but I want to touch on that. So, I saw a clip. I didn't watch the whole documentary. Like I said, we're going to come back and absolutely break it down later. We're going to do a hot topic show, right? So, she said she was crying because she was watching like Chelsea basically saying like you started screwing my nigga, like you, because Chelsea was dealing with Tory And Meg knew that, and Meg went behind Chelsea's back while they still best friends, mind you. It's one thing if y'all not friends no more, if something happened, and then then I feel like that's a little different. But you going against the girl code, and that's why I feel like you cannot be friends with whores, because whores don't know girl code. They don't understand girl code. They feel they're very male centered, and they need attention from any man, so they are very inappropriate with all men because they don't understand girl code. And that's whoredom 101. Go against the girl code. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go up in the brow bone with a lighter gold, which I think I'm gonna grab from this one. Um, or should we do fake? Oh, I think I'm gonna do fake. No, that's too dark. Damn it. That's too dark. They don't understand girl code. Okay, we're gonna do City of Dreams. So now I'm using the Morphe X Meredith palette, and we're gonna go up with City of, ooh, the goddess that I am is what we're gonna use. I love that. So Meg and other whores, they don't understand girl code. Like they'll sleep with your man. Yes, that's perfect. They'll sleep with your man and they'll rationalize or justify it in their heads. Like, oh well, he came on to me, or they'll make you feel like, oh well, you can't be mad at me that he wanted to sleep with me. It ain't my fault that your man is in my face. It ain't my fault. I could have been fucked your man. And it's like, what type of woman says that to another woman that's their friend? A low down, dirty whore that needs male validation. And she's going to do anything she can to get it, including screwing you over, including screwing your husband, screwing your boyfriend, screwing a man that has shown you interest. They have no type of boundaries when it comes to the opposite sex. And if you are not like that, and if that's not your ministry, you will always be hurt by a woman like that in the long run, because she has no loyalty. If you have no loyalty to yourself and you have no loyalty to your body, you just allowing anybody in your body, there's no way on earth you could have loyalty to anybody else. You're going to forever be a dirty whore. Thank you, Mental Health Matters. Hi, thank you. You're going to forever be a dirty whore, and you will never ever have any loyalty to anybody. I don't have an OnlyFans, you guys. Please stop asking me. You won't ever have any loyalty to anybody because you don't have no loyalty to yourself. If you could just allow anybody to screw you, you don't have no loyalty to yourself. You don't really have a deep love or a deep connection for yourself. So there's no way that you can really do or be that for anybody else. Everybody up in here, double tap the screen. So for Meg to be like, oh, why she didn't say something, like why she didn't say something. And I'm like, I agree. Multiple things could exist at the same time. Kelsey could have spoken up and said exactly what she thought happened. I feel like she may have not said anything because she was mad at Megan, and also because things didn't probably go exactly how they have been making it seem like it went. Once again, this is not me saying that Tori didn't pow her, because I don't know. I wasn't there. Like I said, she did have fragments in her foot, but because she is a whore and she was effing behind her friend, her friend didn't have no loyalty to her because it went out the window. It's like, how could you do this to me? That hurts. And women, like, you could be like, and Meg was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I would never do that to my friend. Girl, you went against girl code and screwed your friend over by dealing with a guy that she really liked and she was dealing with. And could you imagine you sitting up there talking to your friend about a nigga and she's sleeping with him too on a low? Like, that's why I don't think, if you are not a whore and you're not okay with a woman screwing your man or screwing men that you like, you can't be friends with whores. You really can't. And like I said, and I'm going to keep saying this is something that I've personally had to learn the hard way, because I had a friend. So now we're going to do some cheetah spots on the eyes. I'm going to have to, I got to look. Maybe I could use this mirror. Where is my mirror? Why are people still questioning the case with all the evidence that was provided? I'm not questioning the case. I'm just talking about the fact that Megan lied, and her ex said she lied on her mother, that she never slept with Tori, and then she came out and said, I lied to Gail King. I did sleep with Tori. I slept with him maybe once or twice, and he caught me on a drunk night. But it's like, bitch, you was always drunk the fuck out. You was drunk every day. So every time you saw that man, y'all was fucking each other's brains out. Like, don't get up here and try to make it seem like it was only when you was drunk, because that's a lie. You was screwing that man every time you saw him, and she was embarrassed. But that's the thing. Whores don't care about who they screwing. Sometimes they'll do it just to have a one up on their friend. Because I always told y'all, if a woman is sleeping with a man that you sleeping with, is because she wants to feel closer to you or she wants to compete with you. That's it. She wants to feel closer to you or she wants to compete with you. It don't be about the man. It could be any man. These bitches don't care. When you a whore, you don't care. Your coochie, the door is open for any and everybody. It depends on how you met them, who you met them through, maybe what they could do for you. But a lot of women out here are whores and they're not even doing it for money. That's a little different. You know what I mean? Like if you a whore because you trying to keep a roof over your head, that's a little bit different. But these women out here, they're not trying to keep a roof over their head. They're not trying to do nothing but compete with other women, hurt other women, and validate themselves because they don't feel good about themselves in real life. They probably have low self esteem. They think they're not attractive, so the only way they could get the attention of a man is to be a whore and to throw their bodies around. They probably don't feel like they have the nicest body, and it's just like a deep rooted insecurity. Because why else would you go around letting any and everybody have access to your body? That's fucking weird. That's weird. You have some deep rooted trauma. You were touched on as a child. And as an adult, if you haven't dealt with that trauma, it plays out in every aspect of your life, every single aspect of your life. So I would not advise women who are not whores to be friends with whores. So let me tell you all a couple of my whore stories. So I had this friend. We were friends since we were. I may have told you guys this, but we have a lot of new like people that come in here and watch. So now you're just gonna do like little squiggly shapes that mimic cheetah print. See, something like a little like something like that. So I have this friend, right, and she basically would always compete with me. We looked similar in our friend group. We had the most similar aesthetic because our other friends were like lighter skin. We had one with like hazel eyes. We had one that was like a lighter brown with long brown hair. And then her and I were the darker two out of the bunch. And I used to have a gap in my teeth, and she also had a gap. She still has hers, but clearly I closed up my teeth or whatever. So she would always compete with me. For whatever reason, she felt like I was her direct competition. And we would go out and we would meet guys. Guys would always try to talk to me over her. And she felt so insecure about that. Like people would literally tell her, like, oh, that's why your friend looked better than you, like trying to be mean to her. And instead of her, not letting it affect her, she started to take it out on me. Like she felt like I was like her direct competitor. Like, oh, I gotta compete with her because everybody thinks she's better than me and she ain't better than me. And so when we would get around guys, she would be really insecure because nobody, they would try to talk to me more than they would try to talk to her. And the thing is, that wasn't my fault. When I was with my lighter complected friends, men would try to talk to them more than they would try to talk to me. But I didn't take it out on my friends. I didn't internalize it. It didn't make me like want to compete with my friends or sleep with my friends' men, because that's honestly just never who I really am, you know? So she we met this guy, and now that I'm thinking about it, this guy was way older than the both of us. We were like 18 at the time. And he really, really liked me. Like he would be like trying to take me out. He would not even trying. He would take me out. He would give me money. Guys always like to do shit for me. But he was like a scammer. I'm from Brooklyn, so he was like a scammer. Why you like snakes? I'll talk to you about that in another video. So, what's wrong with snakes? He was a scammer, right? And I like he, was doing like scams with like the banks and all of the scams that was popular in like the 2010s. Y'all already know. So she was like trying to get money for like college, and she was like, "Oh, like I need money to pay for my car. Like, please give me his number," like begging me to put her on with this man. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, okay, if you get money, like I'm thinking she's gonna give me some. She didn't. She got money from him and she started sleeping with the man, right? So mind you, we like 18, maybe 19 at this point. And I probably was with this man maybe one time because I was never, and plus I had a boyfriend that I was off and on with, child. So I would hang out with him from, time to time. We would go to like events and stuff. Like we would go to like parties with like celebrities and shit like that I was always doing. Yeah, I was out here with a fake ID, child. I used to use my cousin ID to get into stuff before I was 21. And she was just so jealous because she would see like, how he would like buy me jeans and they knew the boosters and the scammers, so he would like come through with like nice stuff for me and also take me places, and she wasn't getting that, so she was just so jealous. And put Lou. Who is Lou? Let me see. Oh my God. Yeah, this is out of control. Y'all got to stop this. How you look like Mona from Half and Half TV show. Oh, you look like, okay. Birds of a feather. So if you're a friend of 304 and this is my point. I'm not a 304. I just like to party with them because they're fun. Like you could go out, have a good time, but I'm not that way. So birds of a feather don't always flock together. El Stupido. This is the point of the live is don't be friends with a 304 if you're not a 304. That's literally what the live is called. Okay? And I'm telling y'all my experiences and why I advise against it. All right? So shut up and enjoy the motherfucking show. Y'all getting on my nerves. I'm trying to do this, so I'm not looking in the chat, but y'all got me up. Mind your manners or get or scram. On, bitch. Y'all hang out with street dudes and don't do street activities. What did I just walk into? All right, let me block this. I don't have time. Y'all getting on my fucking nerves. Hey. So anyway, so she begged me, to get this guy's number, and I gave it to her against my better judgment. But I'm not thinking like she's gonna go and like try to screw him or try to like take him away from me and like don't want him to like deal with me anymore. And so he told me that she gave him oral, she sucked him off, and then he told me that the next time they linked up, he fucked her, and I was like, what? And he was like, yo, that's not your friend. Because she would always go around and say that she was my sister. And he'd be like, that's not your friend. Whenever a man tells you a woman is not your friend, chances are she's not your friend. Chances are she's not your friend. And we be thinking that men just be hating and men just be, like, oh, men are liars. No, sometimes bitches really do be trying to fuck off with niggas that you fuck with, or they talk shit about you to people that he knows. Like men be knowing. So don't count a nigga out when he tell you a woman is not your friend. So he was like, that's not your friend. He was like, is that your real sister? Because she would always go around saying she was my sister. So I was like, no, we just friends. That's like one of my best friends. He was like, no, that's not your friend. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, oh, so she never even told me that she linked up with him and got money and was supposed to break me off some money. So she was supposed to give me some money. She never gave me no money, never cut me in on hooking her, linking her with him. And then she fucked him. And then while he was fucking her, he told me that she kept asking about me. Why did you try to talk to her before you tried to talk to me? Is she better than me? Do you like her better than me? Does she do this better than me? Do she look better than me? Do she feel better than me? Why did you choose her over me? And this is, ladies and gentlemen, why I always tell y'all, women do not be screwing behind you just because of the man, unless he's rich. Now, if he's rich, then she's trying to get to the bag. But they do it because they're competing with you. They do it because they're in competition or they want to feel closer to you. Or they want to validate themselves because they feel like you're better than them. They're jealous. Exactly. It boils down to jealousy. Thank you, Trees. The man ain't right for moving like that either. Oh yeah, no, I didn't keep dealing with him after that. Both of them motherfuckers got side-eyed. But you know what? I asked her and she denied it. She kept denying it. And I'm like, so why would he lie and tell me that? Why would he lie and tell me that? She like, oh, he just trying to break up our friendship. I would never do that. Like, why would he say that? She lied and the bitch cried. She just lied. But everybody used to tell me she was a whore. Everybody told me this girl was a whore. But I always gave her the benefit of the doubt because her mother was a terrible mother. And her mother was like one of them, devout Christian, Bible thumping Christians. But her mother would kick her out. I remember one time she was with me and I was spending the night there and her mother woke up and just kicked us out in the middle of the night. And then I had even let her stay with me at my grandma's house, for a little bit because her mother would kick her out. And I just felt bad for her. I had a lot of empathy for her. I was trying to save her, honestly. And she stabbed me in the back because she had no loyalty to herself. If you can't have no loyalty to yourself and your body as a woman, you can't have loyalty to other women. There's no way. There's no way. So, and I stopped talking to her for years, right? For years and years and years, I stopped talking to her because I was like, why would you do that to me? And it's not even about the man, bitch. You didn't even give me no money. Like you were supposed to give me some bread, and you didn't give me no bread, and you screwed one of my niggas. Like, why would you do that? And then on top of that, you asking him about me constantly. So now I'm not safe around you because you are so jealous of me that you will probably put me in harm's way. You know, do anything to me because you're so jealous. Like, and that's the thing. Women that are whores, what's up, Mia Boo? Women that are whores are typically jealous of other women that they hang out with, and that's why they will screw you over every time. Exactly, Aisha set you up. You cannot trust that unless that's your lifestyle as well. And I'm just like, that's not my ministry. Like, I'm really not a whore. I don't be out here. Like, like I said, I've dealt with guys for money. I've dated niggas just to get to a bag. I've been flued out, get my rent paid, my bills paid. I would never sit up here and lie to y'all about that. But I don't just go around sleeping around. That's just really not what I'm into. I'm really not. And even for a bag, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. If I don't like you, I'm not going to sleep with you. People give me money without me having to sleep with them. Like, you better know it. So I had to learn that the hard way. Like, you cannot trust a whore. And then another whore friend of mine, she would call me ghetto and be like, oh, because she was like really obsessed with white men. But she was a whore. She would let anybody sleep with her. She would just always bring home random niggas from the bar at night and screw them. But then what talk shit about me is because she was competing with me in her mind, and she felt like she was better than me because she dealt with only predominantly white guys, I guess. I don't know. So she always like would try to talk down on me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this all of this ghetto shit. Why you gotta wear these tight clothes? Oh, you need to dress like this. You need to do this. But it was like at the end of the day, now looking back, I look better than her. I look way better than her. I look way better than her. My body was way better than hers. It doesn't matter how much money she was getting from these white tricks. I never centered men, so I never gave a fuck. When we was out, I was never trying to compete for a man. I would just let her have the floor. I let her have the floor. I used to be like, girl, do your thing. Like, I didn't care. That was not something that I felt like I needed. Like, I never felt like I need all these men to want me. If I'm out with my homegirls, every man has to talk to me. If she brings a man around, I gotta be hanging all over her man. That's what whores do. If you bring a man around a hoe, she's going to be rubbing his arm, caressing him, laughing, all up in his fucking face. That's why I can't fuck around with whores. I tried it a few times. So the bitch that did that to me the first time, the first whore that I was friends with, that was the first whore that I was ever truly friends with in my life. That was like a real whore. I had a friend that was like a little bit of a whore, and she also was trying to get with one of my a guy that I was talking to, but I nipped that shit in the bud. And then like, she kind of just like got married and stuff. So I guess she's not really like a whore like that anymore because she's like got a family and stuff now. but she tried to do the same shit. And I'm talking about she's beautiful. These women are not unattractive, and that's the kicker. Because you would think like women that are unattractive are the only women that operate like that. No, it'd be women. Thank you, Brinley. It'd be women that are fucking beautiful that operates like that. Like literally that operates from a space of like lack or like I have to compete with this bitch or she can't be better than me. Like I gotta one up her. Like it literally be attractive women and it's so fucking sad. It really is. So now I'm gonna go back in with the gold, to kind of like pop them out a little bit. Different color golds, like lighter color golds. So I stopped talking to her for years after that. And then I started being friends with her again. And, it's because she begged me. Like she would call me a million times because I had ghosted her. I always ghost people. I do that. That's always been my ministry. I disappear for months on that ass. If you do something I don't like one too many times, then bitch, I got to let you go. And I will ghost you. Like you won't talk to me for a while. You'll be wondering what happened. And I'll come back around if I feel like it or if I feel like enough time has passed or, you know, whatever the case may be. But so I went back around her, right? And she used to be like, oh, she started doing like a bunch of threesomes and stuff. And that's another thing. Like whores always want to share men with you. I don't want to share niggas. I don't need to share a man. I'm not into that. Like once again, we would be out. This guy, he approached me. We were out getting some food. He paid for my food. She was jealous about that. And he's getting to a bag. That nigga's still on my line to this day. He has like a liquor store. He owns a nail salon in Brooklyn. He has an event hall. He lit, but I just don't like him like that. So I don't really fuck with him. He still be calling me down, begging me like, "Oh, where you at? Come out here." He lives in a beautiful luxury building out in Brooklyn. But I don't I don't care. I don't like him like that. I tried it and it was just not my vibe. So meet him or whatever. He like, let me take you to Atlantic City. We talking for a little bit and I'm hanging out with her again. So I'm like, okay, we could go to Atlantic City. She like, oh, I'm going with you. Tell him to bring a friend. So I'm like, okay, do you have a friend for my homegirl? He like, oh, all right, because I'm like, I'm not gonna go out there by myself. So he brings a friend or whatever. But before that, she like, oh, we could share him. Like, we could share him. And I'm like, bitch, I don't need to share no man. Like, what do we? Why do you want to share a man with me? Like, she always wanted to do like threesome stuff, and I never did it. Cause I heard how she would talk about her friends, like, oh yeah, that bitch is a whore. Like, I give that bitch some bread and she sucked my nigga off. Like, she would be talking spicy, and I'd just be like, bitch, I wish I ever would fuck one of your niggas with you because you begged me to. First of all, you would be mad because then he'll start liking it. I told you about that time I did have a threesome with another whore friend, and she was like, when another nigga came around, she was like, oh no, what y'all talking about? What y'all doing? Like, bitch, first of all, you begged me to do this. I didn't want to do it. You begged me. And it was your birthday. And that's the only reason why I participated just a smidge. Anyways, that's another story for another day. Wild nights in Miami. So so she like, oh, let's share him, let's share him. And I'm like, I don't want to share a man. Like, I'm not into sharing men. Like, no, bitch, get your own nigga. Like, she like, oh, he got money. Cause we went, and this is my fault. I made a mistake of bringing her around. Like, we went up to his apartment for some drinks, and he had a bunch of shit, like expensive bottles of alcohol. He would do like game nights. So he had like a casino, like poker table in the middle of his living room. The nigga had mad money, like just randomly in a spot, just like stacks of fucking money. And her eyes is like, oh my God, like this nigga got money. Like, oh my God, let's share, let's share. Like, bitch, I'm not, no, like, I don't need to share. I'm not into that. So she begs me to go to Atlantic City. We go to Atlantic City. She making everything about her. She's making us late. Y'all know everything closes early in Jersey. I'm like, bitch, we want to go out. I think we was going to like a concert or somebody like a celebrity or something, because I've always been around niggas that did celebrity shit. So it was like a celebrity that was, I can't remember who, that was there. They was gonna buy a table, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yo, like, we gotta go. Like, the bitch used to take 50 fucking hours to do her hair and makeup. It's because she was just always insecure. And I'm like, hurry up, like, we gotta go. She starts, I can't remember what she was saying, but she was talking to me crazy in front of these niggas. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, talking to me crazy. And I was drinking Patron at the time. This is the thing, right? I'm very passive. Like, people be talking shit. People be thinking I'm a pussy because I don't like to fight. I will beat the fuck out of you though, but I don't like it. So I'm not even argumentative. Like, I would just let shit go. But if I'm under the influence of alcohol, that's a whole other bitch that you're dealing with. So you can't do that when I'm drinking because we're gonna fight. I'm gonna curse you out, say nasty things to you, and we're going to fight. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So she was like, "Bitch, what the fuck?" Like, if I was sober, I probably would have been like, "Bitch, who was you talking to? Like, just come on." So she just cursing me out. Then she grabs me. I don't know why she grabbed me because I think I was standing like, I don't know if I was in her way. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but she grabbed me and I just started punching her. So we fighting in a hotel. I'm like, we fighting in a hotel with these. did she, did your wig fall off? I didn't have a wig at that time. I always had long hair. Shut the fuck up. I didn't have a wig. So we fighting. I'm punching her in the face. She really didn't hardly fight me back though. I don't know if she was scared or what, but she didn't really fight me back. So the guys came and they like grabbed me off of her because she grabbed me and she kept, you punched me in the face, bitch, you grabbed me. Like, if we're in a heated discussion and somebody touches you, are you not gonna think that they're trying to fight you? Now you're trying to hurt me. It's one thing for you to cuss me out and say crazy shit and I just like walk away or like let you talk your shit, but why would you grab me and we're arguing? Now I'm thinking you trying to fight. So I started punching her in the face. So we didn't end up going out or whatever. Me and the guy that I was dealing with, we just went down like to the casino or whatever. I don't know what she did with the guy that she was with. I don't know. So the next day she woke up and we just acted like nothing ever happened. And then we talked about it. And she like, oh, I didn't even really want to fight you back because you my friend. And I'm just thinking like, bitch, you must have been scared because ain't no way you talking about you don't want to fight me back because I'm your friend. All the shit you talk, she always talks spicy and I would just let it go. And that's why people think they could fuck with me because I let shit go. I'm not a scary bitch. I just don't. I feel like I'm too good for that. Like, bitch, I'm Beyonce. Why the fuck do I need to be out here fighting with you dirty, rotten, scoundrel, pauper ass bitches? I'm not gonna do that. But you talk to me crazy a little too much, especially if you try to touch me and I'm intoxicated. I'm gonna fight. Period. So y'all better leave them people alone that you think is scary or a pussy because they will fuck you up. And then especially if I have something, I will hit you with it. I don't give a fuck. My drunk energy is crazy. Like, I don't play that. I really don't. But even if I'm sober and you put your hands on me, we're gonna fight. Like, you could think you could talk shit and be a bully, and bitches be thinking they bullies, and it's like, girl, shit, to set the fuck down. I'm not scared of you. You're beneath me. Anyways, so you been in jail? Yeah, I got arrested once, but I never like been in jail. Like, the fuck. Now I'll cuss you out too, but it takes a while for me to cuss you out. Like, sober me, like I'm more passive. Like I'll laugh you off or just be looking at you like, or I'll walk away from you. But drunk me, that's a beast. She out of control. Like, she's really out of control. So I would advise against I would just advise against it. Don't fuck with me. Just don't. I don't really like that. Like, I would just be like, okay, whatever. Like, even with niggas, if you do something and I'm sober, I would just let you have it. I'll be like, what? But if I'm drunk, So that happened. Then I stopped talking to her for a couple years after that, right? Begged me back to be my friend again. At this time, I'm popping now. Like I'm on TV. I done did mad shit. Like I done did a bunch of shows. Like I'm lit now. So I think we're gonna put some lashes on today. I gotta go grab them. I do have the lash kit. I don't want to put. That's gonna take too long though. I don't have no lashes right here. I gotta go get them. Or do I? I'm gonna have to go grab some. Oh, I don't think I have my glue either. So, do I have lashes here? Like, what's going on? Oh, I do, but I don't have my glue. So she begs me back to be friends again. Of course, like a year probably went by. We started being friends again. And then, so once again, we end up going to another hotel for a fight where I think I told y'all about this fight with this boxer that used to be obsessed with me. And she never told me that he liked me. He met me a couple times, but I never gave him my number. And he would be like, yo, I always ask about you. She never told you. And I'm like, no, the bitch never told me shit because she's jealous. Jealousy. So she never told me, you know, but I linked up with him outside of her or whatever and started talking to him or whatever. So we go to a casino. I can't remember if it was in Pennsylvania or somewhere for a fight or whatever. We got tickets. He got us tickets. We go to the fight. So I was supposed to be with him in his room. We was gonna go to an after party. This nigga got knocked out. He got knocked out. So he had to go into the ambulance. The stretcher had to come and bring him, take him. It was a shit show. It was really a shit show. Like the nigga got knocked out. I was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. He wasn't answering the phone. I'm like, damn. This nigga got knocked out at the fight. I'm with this motherfucker, her and her nigga. So they had got a room, but they had got like two beds or whatever. So I'm like, this nigga not answering. Like he got knocked out. I don't know if he in the hospital. I didn't know where he was or what was going on. And I'm sure he was humiliated. So I didn't hear from him. I didn't see him the rest of the time I was there. But we only spent the night like overnight. And I was mad. I'm like, damn, like, now I gotta fucking stay with these motherfuckers. So we had a good time or whatever. We in the casino, we chilling, we get some drinks, we having a good time. It was a vibe. We get to the hotel, she starts fucking her nigga. I'm like, oh boy, let me just act like I'm going to sleep. So I act like I'm going to sleep or whatever. She wakes me up. I'm like, bitch, I'm not about to fuck your nigga. Like, you don't want me to fuck your boyfriend. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to fight. Like, I'm not, and I don't want to do that, bitch. You're not about to be like, oh, I had that bitch fucking my nigga. No, bitch, you would never be able to say that a day in your fucking life that you had me fucking your nigga. So I ignored her. The next morning, did it again. She wanted me to screw her boyfriend so bad. Like, girl, I'm not gonna do it. And then she was so like mad because I had started like, becoming like lit. She like, oh, you don't put me on, like, oh, like I'm your friend, like you mad selfish, you're not trying to put me on. And I'm just thinking, like, bitch, put you on to what? Like, I remember when I used to do fashion shows or whatever, I tried to like take her places and help her do stuff, and she always had an attitude. Like she wasn't a team player. She was very hard to work with. Like it was just too much. So it's like, I'm not putting you on to shit. I'm still trying to put myself on. You know what I mean? Like I don't have nothing to give you. And the grind was not easy. Like I used to doing background work, going on auditions, like having to be on set at 4 and 5 and 6 in the morning. Like you really have to have a lot of discipline for that type of grind. And she did not have it. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not about to have you with me, harassing me, making it seem like I owe you something. And you're not even out here for yourself. Like, we're not doing it. Like, so then I stopped talking to her again after that because I'm like, this bitch just want to try to use me. I don't trust her. She's a clout chaser. She's an opportunist. She had me fighting her. She fucking trying to get me to fucking niggas with her. She want to share men. She's just into a bunch of shit that I'm not into. And eventually, I just had to let it go. And that was like the last time I spoke to her. I think was like 2016. But now, she found me on Facebook and she sent me a request, and I accepted it. But I can't be friends with her. She's into like politics and stuff now. I think her sister is like a council woman or something. I don't know, but I can't have no parts. Like I'm just like I can't. I just cannot. Like it's dangerous. Like it really is dangerous. Women will whores will put you in bad situations. They want to screw your man. It's just dangerous and it's inappropriate. Like, I knew another whore that would literally sleep with her friends' husbands, but they allowed it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not like you. Like, I don't know if we could really be friends because I'm not okay with you fucking my niggas. I would never be okay with you sleeping with my husband. And that's what her and her other friends used to do or do still currently. Bitch, I wish she'd be like, oh, yeah, she just would call me and tell me to come fuck her husband because she didn't feel like fucking him. Like, what? I'm not about to let my friends fuck my husband, bitch. Are you crazy? I'm too territorial for that. There's no way I would be okay with that. I just would never be okay with that. So I'm like, in real life, I really can't be friends with whores. And I don't think that if you're not a whore, that you can really be friends with a whore. You really can't. You can't because they're gonna screw you in. They're gonna screw you in, and they're always gonna be competing with you. And they're very male centered, so they will set you up. They will have you in situations that's not safe. Like you can't, you can't do it. I heavily advise against being friends with a woman that is a whore that does not have no values, that has no self respect, that literally will just screw anybody, that doesn't love themselves. Like you can't do it. Like, and I had another whore friend, the one that from Miami. She was so mad that she asked me to do a threesome, and a guy was like into it real bad. Thank you, Wally. Hey, boo. Thank you for the super sticker. And a guy was into it real bad, and he flew out, and then she flew another guy in, and she thought I was trying to do something with this guy. I'm like, girl, I'm not. I didn't want to do anything in the first place. You begged me, and I'm here at your house. It's your birthday. We lit. So I'm just like, fuck it. So I went to a studio with one of my other niggas that live in Miami. We in a studio. He have a beautiful penthouse apartment that he owns. He has two in the luxury building that he lived in. So I went over there to his place like twice when I was out there. The second time I went is when the other guy was there. Do you know this bitch didn't answer the door to let me back in? She did not let me back in. I had to go back to the studio and sleep at the studio, which was okay because it was in his house and he had a couch in there. It was beautiful. So I wasn't mad, but I'm like, what if I couldn't have did that? Like you was just gonna have me out on the fucking street. And she was like, oh, I was asleep. Oh my God, I didn't hear the door. Then the guy was like, I heard somebody knocking, but I didn't say nothing because I didn't know if it was another nigga. And I'm like, are y'all serious? But you knew that I was coming back. The whole shit was just fucked up. That's why I cannot fuck around with whores. I can't do it. I can't. I just cannot. And the crazy thing is, like, they be mad fun. They be fun. Mad fun. But you can't trust them. They will fuck you over for a man and then blame you for it. You cannot trust them. You just can't. Remember, bros, the females who trash talk other females most likely do it themselves. I don't care. You can think whatever you want. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my motherfucking love bugs. And we're talking about things that we experience as women. I wouldn't do that to my friend. I'm not trying to sleep with my friends' men. And I'm not trash talking. I'm talking about things that I experienced. Y'all consider this me trash talking? For my love bugs up in here, do y'all consider this me trash talking other women based on situations you put yourself in? Exactly. Y'all act like y'all be fucking eating with what y'all saying. This is why I said you can't be friends with a 304 if you're not a 304. And then I proceeded to give you examples of why you can't do that because I tried and it didn't work out. So to get up here and say, "Oh no, situations that you put yourself in," that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm not sitting up here saying, "Oh, they put me in a situation." No, I literally am talking about putting myself in these situations and why you shouldn't put yourself in these situations. That's exactly what we're talking about. Like, y'all kill me with that shit. Thank you, Unique. Thank you, baby, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Everybody double tap the screen and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Profane of speech. What? Forget the club, forget the money, forget the social media clout. What do you mean? Forget the social. I don't even understand. Like what are you talking about? Y'all just be getting up here saying any fucking thing with no rhyme or reason. Cause what does that have to do with anything? You'll subscribe for a mustache ride, freak. Meow. You 9 years old. Let me block you, baby. You ain't supposed to be up here. I specifically set this to be for adults. Thank you, Savannah. Thank you, Garrett. The key to putting on false lashes, did you ever go to college? I did, but I didn't graduate. The key to putting on false lashes is to let it dry, let the glue dry and get tacky. Don't just try to put it on there as soon as you put the glue on. Cheetah print has a grip on me. But yeah, can't be friends with whores. Thank you, Hera, for the super sticker. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Hi, Love Jones. Can you share your thoughts on a Love Island? I don't know anything about Love Island. What's up, Bree? I don't watch that. If someone drinks, something will always happen. You can't fight it. Not always. I think we're gonna do a red lip today, but we're gonna line. Maybe I should put a little gold in the middle. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and double tap the screen. This is Perfect Red in Juvia's Place. I feel like I should have used black. Put gold on my cube as well. Okay, I'll try it. Meow. Should be a makeup artist. I am a makeup artist, but only for you guys. Yeah. See, so if you don't have a costume, if you didn't go out and buy one like I did it this year, be a cat. Ooh. Now the only thing missing is some cat ears, which I have some, but I don't know where the hell they are. So let's see if we could mimic some cat ears very quick. That's so cute. Meow. Giving a little leash action. Let's get some thumbnails popping. All right. Um, so we will be back in a few to do a live talking about all of the hot topics. Meg Thee Stallion, Keke Palmer came out and spoke out again about what happened with her and Darius. Um, Ray J and Nicki Minaj, them on live was a fucking mess, child. Ugh, there's just a lot going on. Halloween was meant for kids. Okay. Are you gonna keep saying that? You want me to block you? Can I see your backside? Can you send me some money? Send me some money. Dollars and cents. Halloween was not meant for women to show skanky outfits. All right, I'm just gonna block you. Scram ho! Since you so offended by what I'm wearing, get the fuck on, bitch. Thank you, Vonnie. Thank you. Happy Halloween. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How much money? Just send something. God's anointed, you engaged. Congratulations. The hairstylist genius. I thank you. Yeah, I was like, I ain't got no cat ears, but we can make it look like a little something. You gotta be creative. You gotta be creative. Cash at me is $ Love Jones TV. I don't have an OnlyFans. I hear that, God's anointed. Me either, but I'm getting married too. We in it to win it. We in this together. I'm getting married next year. Yeah, I really ate this right quick. feel like I need like some gold down the strip of my nose, like more highlighter. Yeah, I like that better. All right, I'm out of here. We'll be back. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share because I know that you care. We are on the road to 30K. Okay. I love y'all. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. One more gold up here. Let's see. Let me see. Um, See, I feel like the it's gold up there, but it's not showing as much. I need something brighter. Let's see. Oh, let's try Kingdom. See, it's not really coming out like that. Or maybe I should do white, like a not gold, but silver. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, that makes it pop more. It's like mixed. Okay. Thank you, bro. Why? Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like that makes it because it's like mixed. Because it was a lot of gold up there, but you couldn't see it. But mixed with the silver, I think that's good. Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Kennedy. What are you being for Halloween? I don't know. What does it look like? What does this look like to you? A cat. Exactly. A cat is the easiest thing you could do. I just showed y'all how y'all could do cat makeup for Halloween. Put you on some black child and get you some, nice fabrics. I have lace and then I have like a satin. I have this chain to mimic a leash. My hair, how you did it. I just took some here, bunched it, and put a clip to make the cat ears. And that was it. You look like a cheetah. A cheetah is a cat too, right? Everybody subscribe to the channel. If you are not already subscribed, a cat on a leash. Yeah, cats be having collars. You've never seen a cat on a leash? It really does look like a cheetah because of your eyes. Yeah. A cheetah is a cat, baby. You should have dressed up like a ghost. Your mother should dress up like a ghost. Thank you, Joyce and Jalia. Thank you, Claire. For some reason, I don't like lashes on my eyes anymore as much as I used to wear lashes every single day. Now I kind of feel like it covers up, like you could see me, but it's like overshadows. But it goes with this. But like just on a regular, like I like the way my eyes look with mascara. Like I feel like you can see my eyes better. Like maybe it's just me. Do they hurt? Does what hurt? The eyelashes? No. Does this kitty purr? Y'all look crazy as hell. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Um, I'll be back. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, share because I know that you care. Happy Halloween. I love you guys so much. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. This is your easy step by step makeup, cat makeup for Halloween. What do you wear the long nails anymore? I haven't in a while, but I'm not opposed to it. Hey, son, I'm not opposed to it. I just haven't in a while because I like to do this and I like to. All right, bye.